Well, hello, I'm 𝗕𝐿𝐻. Welcome back. In this video, we're going to take my little K truck out, do a little bit of camping in my DIY camper, do some fishing, do some cooking, and just exploring around. So stick around, enjoy the video. Well, picked up the last few groceries I needed, stopped by and got a tire plug kit. My tire's getting a little old, and I figured if I thought about it before going on my trip and don't get it, I'm gonna probably get it flat. So I got that. Time to head for the hills, just heading out of a little town now, and shouldn't be long before we're on some back roads, heading to some Forest Service roads. Looking forward to getting out and camping. All right, got off the main pavement road, got onto some gravel. Gonna be going over a kind of a low mountain pass for the next 15 miles or so. So a little pond I want to check out along the way, maybe do a little fishing in, but you can see the wild rhododendrons are flowering out here right now. It's early spring, really nice day, probably upper 60s. Took the day off of work just to get out of here and do a little camping. So forward to spend the night in the camper and doing some fishing and exploring, cooking up some good food. So here I'm just cresting over the top of that mountain pass I was heading up and over, down the other side now. Man, I have to say it's a really nice feeling just to go roll with the flow of things. No destination or timeline to stick to. Just see how the day evolves. Now, I've come across this spot many times. A little pond down here. And I've wondered if there's any trout in it. So we're gonna stop up here, make a little bit of lunch, get out the 𝗕𝑂𝑟 rod, and see if we can get any trout out of that thing. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Worth a try. Well, got a focaccia, bacon, avocado, mushroom, and cream cheese little sandwich here. Got some fresh vegetables with a little ranch dip. After this, we're gonna jump down there and see if we get any bites. I haven't seen any fish swimming yet, but who knows? We won't really know if there's anything in there until we try. You know what kind of supercharged this sandwich? A little bit of ranch on it. Oh man, that really jazzed it up. So unfortunately, I remembered when I was about 15 miles away from my house that I forgot my hip waders for fishing. So here I was trying to get out on this floating log. It wasn't going to happen, so I decided to fish off this stump instead. Hip waders would have been nice to get a little further out there in front of that kind of little lily pads and pond scum, but you know, it's kind of windy, so it was a challenge. I had to do some slingshotting with the line to get it out there, but managed to get some good casts. Also managed to get the line caught in the bushes quite a few times too. So after fishing for about 10 minutes and not seeing one fish in here, I don't think there's anything. I saw some stuff swimming and realized they're just really big. What's going down there? Really big salamander swimming in here. Saw a bunch of beaver chew marks on some of the sticks and stuff, but surprised, no trout. Never been down this road before, but it's a pristine little camp spot, nice little fire pit, not really much trash, which is good. Here, a creek over here. I would be considering camping here, but it's only like 1:30 right now, and I kind of want to push on a little further and get maybe a little higher up in the mountains. But let's go down and check out this creek real quick. Definitely a nice creek, but it's down in a little rocky ravine. There's a really steep trail I don't feel like climbing down to, but nice little remote camp spot. Beautiful little river down here. Back onto some paved back roads here. Gonna head out to a small rural highway and head south for a little while and jump back up into the mountains again. I ended up stopping by local Forest Service station and picked up a good map. I sure like looking at paper maps rather than GPSs and stuff. There it is, fantastic map, good detail. Heading up to the mountains again and should be on some gravel roads pretty soon. Definitely looking forward to pulling over at a nice viewpoint and making a cup of coffee. Camp spot there right by the river, but unfortunately it's also right off the road. Definitely want to get a little higher up. There's a few lakes up here. I want to try to do a little trout fishing and maybe find something that's just off the beaten path a little bit more than this. Beautiful through here though. So if you enjoy this video, I'll put a playlist down below with a bunch more of my K-Truck camping videos. I think you'll enjoy those as well. And if you decide to, consider subscribing and giving a thumbs up on the video. YouTube does a terrible job of promoting my channel, so consider yourself lucky you've actually seen this video. Check out this spot. No one around, peace and quiet. Wish I would have thrown my tent in the camper, just because there looks like there's a little plateau spot down here. Look at this lake. Gonna probably make a coffee and try a little fishing. Fire pit, old picnic table. Even got some crazy ceramic art on here. Wow. Let's see if there's any fish in here. Whoa! I got the golden ticket. Get to go to Wonkaland. Whew! They are Unfortunately, it's so breezy out here and brushy around the lake. It's kind of hard to get a cast in unless you slingshot it. I haven't heard a fish jumping here yet. Don't know if there's actually any fish. 1 or 2 more casts and we're gonna call it good. It's a pretty rad spot. Get the vehicles, not very level down there. There's a level tent spot over there, but oh man, the river looks awesome. I think we'd find a better spot up here. That way. Here's a pretty rad spot. Might be a little loud to sleep here at night. Wow. I think I remember camping here years ago. We got up here with dual sports and whatnot. This is like 15, 20 years ago. Got up here with dual sports and there was snow on the road beyond this point. So we ended up just setting up camp and camping up here. Let's be up here a little later in the year this time, and kind of neat to get back up here. Well, beautiful spot. I think I'll camp somewhere up here tonight. The road looks pretty messed up here. It's much skinnier. There's a big drop off. I definitely don't want to end up down there. The truck would be gone. I probably would be too. Definitely a nasty washout. Definitely put in four-wheel drive for this one. Check this spot out here. Definitely starting to see some snow up high. That crazy crack in the rock there. Climb to the top of this boulder. It looks like maybe a view up here. Looking for a pond. It's definitely not it. It's about a 40-foot cliff down to snowfield. Well, may have found the camp spot, end of the road at least. Got a little bit of snow over here still. Looks like some human footprints of some sort. They're not Bigfoot or anything, so that's all right. Let's go check this out. It's a trail leading off here, another camp spot. This might be it. Got a fire ring right here. Great level spot to park the mini camper. Man, you can just tell the snow just melted out recently. There's only just a little bit of green growth up here and a lot of matted down plants. This is the spot. I think my brother got out here once before. He didn't exactly tell me where it was, but I knew the kind of location, and he rode dual sports out here and he told me about it. There it is. Just a little pond. There's a ton of pollen in the air right now. All the trees letting off pollen, so there's kind of a funky layer on it, but cool little spot. Sounds like probably about beer 30 here, so I'm gonna crack into a beer and start on some dinner. This Black Raven Brewing, this is a blueberry pale, pretty damn good. They make a coconut porter, I believe it is. It's my favorite, but want to change it up a little bit. Good stuff. No, I'm not sponsored, but if they want to reach out to me, I'll take a few cases. Got a little of that bacon fat in the cast iron from earlier. A little extra flavor. Stove, I'll have a little link to it. It's a dual fuel stove. Works pretty well. I've been using it for a year and a half or 2 years. I think it was like 30 or 40 bucks. Also, that little 12-volt fridge. Paid out of pocket for these things. No company sent them, nothing like that. Self-sponsored. The 12-volt fridge has been rock solid. I've been using that on road trips and outings like this and remote cabins. It runs off a 12-volt or 120-volt. I'm done buying ice. I feel like the ice bags got smaller and went up another $1, which just sucks. Got a slab of wood here, some kindling. So use that, and then I don't have to wash anything other than the knife. I can just burn it later. So I'm gonna probably get a little campfire going. A little bit of garlic. Got a chicken breast here. Actually, way more chicken than I probably need. Might as well add a little spice to it. When I'm backpacking, I don't get to eat this good. Usually those awful freeze-dried meals, but you're out 5-6 days camping up in the mountains. You want to keep all your stuff light. Nice when you're out here getting a bigger stove and fridge, all that kind of stuff. I mean, this is deluxe for me here. Let that saute down a little bit. Utilizing all that bacon fat in there. I know some might be appalled by that, but you know what? I think it's still pretty healthy fats. There's probably a lot worse. Like, how about Betty Crocker? I grew up in the 80s. That was in the refrigerator all the time. You know how bad those hydrogenated oils are probably for you? All comes out now. Maybe not the healthiest choice. Got this little spice bin. It's all kind of stacks on top of itself. Montreal steak seasoning. It goes on good on everything. There's garlic and onion powder. I like things spicy. This is red pepper flakes, smoked paprika, and some cayenne. Very top, salt and pepper, the most basic of seasonings. Gonna throw a little bit of salt and pepper in here, a little bit of smoked paprika and the pepper flakes. We do have some minced garlic in there, but might as well add a little of this. Give it a little more richness to it. I cut this in half. That's plenty. Scrape a little of that to the side. Slap that chicken breast on there. Because I don't have a spare on this thing, I have a little mini air compressor. Thought about it, my tire's getting kind of worn. I was like, man, going out solo, I should probably get a tire plug kit. It was one of the last stops I made before I took off up in the hills. Went to a little general store to get a tire plug kit and saw they had a bunch of pickle stuff. A little apprehensive because who knows how long they've been sitting on the store shelves, but the lady's like, oh, we sell a lot of those. So couldn't find the expiration, but it's probably fine. These are actually from Washington. They're Mama Lil's spicy asparagus. And see how they are. Pretty good. Oh yeah, got a little bit of kick there. Not much, just a little. Salt pepper combo for the chicken breast. Flip this sucker over. Get that raw chicken and bacon side down. I think I'm gonna pair this with a little bit of Swiss. Oh, might as well go for double slices. Some more focaccia bread. All right, time to eat. Bacon, jalapeno, mushroom, Swiss chicken burger. There we go on a focaccia bun. Good treats. It tastes awful. No, it's actually pretty good. Like I said, a little barbecue sauce would top it off. But so, for some of you that have never stumbled across my channel, I'll give you a real quick little tour of the mini camper. Me and my brother built some for our little K trucks a year and a half or 2 years ago now. They work great. Try to keep them super light, really simple, waterproof. They're out in Washington, so you got to keep things extra dry. Got a little roof vent up there. Simple door we built. Got these little bungee nets for storing stuff. I'll put links to some of the stuff down below. They come with the little mounting hardware. Got a little mini shovel, compressor, diesel fuel tank, part of a diesel heater. The rest is inside. Simple little window off of Amazon. Slides, opens here. Salvage window my brother had. Lockable little RV hatch, salvage. It's really just like a solo camper. Me and my son sleep in it sometimes. I could do another bunk extension like I did this little tabletop here and do those all the way through here and get another sleeping pad. When I'm going solo, it doesn't matter. Got a little tap light. Got a vent with a bug screen on it. Really simple little chargeable light. Worked pretty well. This lifts up here. I got a power station back down there. Running this off the power station right now. It's a little 12-volt fridge. Not much to it. That's the simple camper there. All right, you guys, I think I'm gonna turn in for the night. It's about 8 something. It's getting pretty buggy outside. I just got done shooting a little video on 9 must maintenance things for key trucks if you own one. Figured to get that information out there. Owning one as long as I have and all the things I've messed with, it might help other people that decide to buy one or are looking to buy one or own one already. So I'm gonna do some editing. A lot of you guys probably don't know, but I edit almost all my videos on an iPad. I can do a little editing when I'm out doing little trips like this. It's quiet. I can do some voiceovers tonight and try to get that video all wrapped up. Start maybe editing this one, which is kind of funny, the one you're watching right now. So looking forward to tomorrow. It's a little foggy out there today. Make some coffee. Didn't run my diesel heater all last night. and slept fine. It felt totally warm in here. It's funny, I usually do some like Starbucks instant coffee, a little cream mixed in with it just because it's simple. Now I got this little French press as a little gift, a little French press cup. But oh man, I've had a lot of coffee snobs gripe at me. Instant, yuck. Ugh. It's like, well, work with what you got, man. At least I got coffee, but you got some real ground coffee for the coffee snobs. How about that? I've had 2 kids, so we had a surplus of these things laying around. They're clean. This is just a half and half creamer here. Nice thing about these bottles is they don't spill. They don't leak. That's why they look like baby bottles, because they are. Time for some breakfast. Don't mess with man, I'll shuck you up. Just an oyster shucker, not a knife. I've actually brought some of these along. My plan was when I was down by the saltwater to get some oysters, but just couldn't time the tides quite right. I had to stay down there until about 4:30. Get on low tide, and I just wanted to get up in the hills early. So all right, so what we're gonna do this morning is I got some elk. My friend gave me a whole bunch, like 20-some pounds. I seasoned a bunch of it up for breakfast sausage and Italian sausage. Mixed up some flour with some seasonings in here. We're gonna make some biscuits and gravy. We don't have a biscuit, so we're gonna use that focaccia bread, which I've been using on the whole trip. There's a strip of bacon here, some mushrooms. So basic ingredients we've had along the whole way. So get cooking. Throw a little more minced garlic in there, a little butter. Like I said yesterday, these little Vevor fridges are champs. I think I got like this thing for like $120 on sale. It's been rock solid. I've used it a whole bunch. You can get a bigger one with a dual compartment, so you could run freezer on one side and fridge on the other, but they just take up a lot more room, so I went for the smallest size I could get. Links below. If you do order from them, it helps me out a lot. This is not a sponsored video. I paid out of pocket for it. Throw this elk in here. Because I'm only cooking on one pan, I'm going to try to attempt to cook an egg real quick on the side here. Put a little salt and pepper on that thing. Onion and powdered garlic. Smoked paprika, pepper flakes, and cayenne. Gonna pull this egg off of there and start finishing up the gravy. Add some milk. Crank up that heat. Flour, some rosemary and thyme. A little salt and pepper mixed in here. So gonna add that. Add a little more milk to that. It's looking good. Set that to the side. Warm up the focaccia biscuit here. There we go. You know, I think one of the most important things about getting out and doing this is taking your time. You know, most everyday life I do 2 jobs and got 2 kids, and there's always something going on. And sometimes just getting out for a solo trip like this, it's just having that time and that moment where it's quiet. Listen to the birds, listen to the streams and things like that. I know it sounds like I'm getting a little sensitive here and all, but it's just nice to take a little break. I think nowadays with all the digital electronics and everything we have, and all the obligations, you can get really caught up in the hustle and bustle. Even more so now, I think there's always so many distractions. And just to take a little bit of time, just to stop, look at a view, listen to a stream, kind of let your mind go mellow, you know, instead of like, I have to do this, I have to do that. Out here, there's no Wi-Fi, nothing like that. Look at the spot. Like this morning when I opened the side flap on my camper door, I looked out and I saw something moving. It was a wild bunny jumping around over there, and just cool to see that and just kind of relax and get out here and respect nature and enjoy it. I know it sounds like I'm digging deep there, but something to be said about it. Feels kind of grounding. I know if I don't boil out this pan, clean it right off the bat, it's going to turn into basically concrete, that gravy. So one thing I like to do is leave a campsite cleaner than when you found it. So I'm going to pick up some of the stuff that's laying around here. Fire's completely out, poured water on it. I know some people might think their beer cans can burn in the trash, but they don't. So I'm going to pick it up. And one of those simple things is a beautiful spot. This spot isn't too trash, but pack it in, pack it out, a simple motto. So leave it a little cleaner for the next person. Hopefully they adopt the same philosophy. There's some more broken glass, some beer bottles and stuff. Just well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Time for me to head out. I'm up, at least right now, I'm up in the clouds. Pretty foggy up here. Got a long ways to haul back to my place. Looking forward to hanging out with my little kiddos. Nice little refresh camping trip. Definitely going to put down the camera now and enjoy the rest of the trip for myself. So I highly recommend, if you enjoy the video, go back through my channel, check it out. I got a bunch of other videos along this subject matter and a wide range of other topics, like including welding and fabrication and motorbikes as well. So got a lot of stuff, a lot of variety on my channel. But if you do like the stuff, hit the bell icon, because YouTube is absolutely awful at even notifying my subscribers. And check in, make sure you're subscribed, because I've had countless subscribers say, hey, YouTube unsubscribed me from your channel for some reason. I don't know why. It's an uphill battle. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.